Welcome to Brooklyn-born, Newark Raised with your host, Ms.Q. Join the conversation as Ms.Q presents engaging conversations about astrology, relationships, career guidance, and transformative topics related to spiritual awareness, shadow work, witchcraft, voodoo, hoodoo, and more. Known for her honesty and directness, Ms.Q communicates essential insights that focus on what you truly need to hear rather than what you may want to hear. So please welcome the host of Brooklyn-born, Newark Raised, Ms.Q.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Brooklyn Born. I'm your host, Ms. Q, and this is where we talk nothing but spiritual, whether it's something that you need to know about. If you have an idea of something bad that's going on, this is the place to do it. Last week, we actually talked about the differences between born witches and Google witches, something that I hold really dear to my heart. Again, not throwing any shade on anyone who wants to learn the craft, right? Wants to really understand what we're doing and how we're doing it. But I do want to point out, as a practitioner, as somebody who takes my craft seriously, everything about my heritage, everything that I do, I take that with the utmost respect. And the things that I've been seeing lately in regards to magic, spell magic, hoodoo, voodoo, witchcraft, all of that has been very unnerving. So, actually, today we're going to talk about love magic and the power that it holds, and how people really believe in its non authenticity. But it's very real. It's very easy with practice to actually play in somebody's energy and do things to them to make them want you. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this now. It doesn't matter if you put a spell on them or not for them to love you. You know in your heart that person doesn't love you truly. You know that person doesn't want to be with you without you causing confusion, conflict, fog in their head. It is it's just not natural. You don't want to love somebody because you make them love you. Now they're confused. That's how you want to be with somebody who is confused, who really not sure if they love you or not, or just the things that you're making them perceive, right? Because it's your perception of how you want this love to go. And that's why you decided to do a love spell in the first place. For those of you who mess with somebody on the side and decided, okay, I want that person to be mine, and you not be with that person you with. So I'm going to do a love spell on you. I promise you it's going to backfire. Not to mention that it's going to backfire. It's not going to go the way that you want. Because if you really love that person, you want them to come to you naturally. You don't want them to come to you under false pretense. And that's what you're doing. I don't care what you say. Oh, this person is supposed to belong to me. I seen him. I don't give a damn what you say. Messing in people's energy is wrong. Trying to take away a love outcome or fix a love outcome, it's not going to work in your favor. It might work for a little while, 6 months, year, maybe even two, depend on who you did it on. Now, you could do it on somebody who's a little bit low vibrational, and it just doesn't mean that you are higher than them. It just means they haven't elevated to where they need to elevate on their path. Everybody has a different journey. Everybody has a different path. So if you're messing with someone that is a player and he hasn't learned or she hasn't learned their lessons yet, and she wants to be out there in the clubs doing her thing, or he wants to be out there in the clubs doing his thing, you can't make that person be with you. You just can't. I don't care what you do, how you do it. you're not going to make that person be with you. Not forever. They're not going to stay for long. They're going to stay for a little while. But what happens is they get confusion on their brain. What happens is they start thinking of things that just ain't right. You know why? Because the soul knows. No matter what you do, what kind of spell you put on them, the soul knows where it belongs. Let's not talk about if you're messing with somebody's soul contract. If you're actually messing with somebody who is supposed to be on that path with that person, whether it's a karmic relationship, a soulmate, or a twin flame, it really doesn't matter. We come in his life with things that we're supposed to do, that things that's already written, and everything is aligned properly. Everything is set in stone. That's why you meet the people the way you meet them. You think that's coincidence? Absolutely not. It's not a coincidence to meet the person of your dreams or of your life by accident. Now, here you go. It could be a karmic relationship for you, something for you to learn, maybe to love yourself, maybe to respect those around you. Whatever the lesson is with you and that person, you're supposed to let that lesson play out. But when you knowingly know that only reason why you want to do this because you want to be with that person. That's it. Nothing else matters. You could care less what place where they supposed to be or what they supposed to have or what lessons you supposed to learn. All you know is that you want to be with that person. Please know it's selfish. It is the most selfish thing to me that you can do. Besides putting something on somebody to try to take their destiny, that's another whole level. That's just the evilness in you. And the things that I have seen in this last year or two has been utterly disrespectful to the craft. It has been a mind shifting thing to know that humans are out here playing in these magic and these spells and they don't know what they're doing. Everybody want to play in the graveyard until it's time to lay in the graveyard. Then it's a whole different system. You got to be careful what you throw out there because if you don't know what you're doing or you're going to somebody to do it and they are a practitioner of hunger, they want that money. They want what you're providing. Now you don't know if they're really giving them a love spell or bringing the harm to a person. Maybe the practitioner you went to, they just want your money. So now they're going to give you a little bit and you're going to be with that person for a little while, but then you're going to notice that person starts getting agitated with you. That person is annoyed with you. Everything you do, they're annoyed. You want to know why? Because it's not natural. Love is not natural. You can't do something to somebody when it's not natural. The creator is not going to let you do that. They're watching you. Nobody else sees you. You're right. There's some humans, we don't see anything. We just know when it happened. Me, I see it. I see it a mile away. I can see it on somebody. If they don't ask me for help, there's nothing I can do. Spirit sends me to the people I need help, and they send the people to me. I have cleaned too many people because they feeling confused, they feel in the fog, they feel like something is wrong. Their soul knows they're not supposed to be there. So now you got them in these toxic ass relationships where there is confusion, arguments, lack of respect. They're not even being faithful to you. They still out there doing what they need to do because they didn't learn yet. And no matter how much you mess with their energy, it's not going to change that person. It's only going to make it worse. It's not going to make it better. Sweetheart, if you feel that this person belongs to you, there's no such thing. No one belongs to anyone. However, if you feel that their heart is supposed to be with you, y'all supposed to be one, y'all supposed to be together, then by all means, the creator is going to make it happen. Like whatever it's supposed to be is going to be. Nothing you could do or say is going to change that. In the right time and divine timing, will you meet your counterpart? Now, some of it is longer than others, but that means the creator wants you to learn about you. They want you to respect yourself. They want you to sit there and understand the work that you have to do to love yourself first because you can't love anyone and no one can love you until you love yourself, no matter what you do. So if you got issues, you got shadow work that needs to be done, you got turmoil in your head, you've been molested, you have childhood trauma, you went through domestic violence, you trying to move on, and you just bouncing from relationship to relationship, and then you meet somebody who you feel like you belong with, then work on it. Work on yourself. Talk to that person. Communication is everything. If you're supposed to be with that person, your love is going to grow naturally. It's going to be reciprocated with respect. It's going to be reciprocated with honor. They're going to love to be around you, not hate to be around you. Not, oh my God, do you have to come over? Really? That's what you want? You want that person in a fog. You ask that person what's wrong. Nothing. For those of you who believe that you have something on you, I need you to sit down and pay attention. If you was with someone and then you know that it was going right, but something just it went away. Could it be y'all relationship? Absolutely. Could it be that you're not communicating? There's some secrets going on that y'all need to talk about. There's some things going on that y'all need to say to each other. Absolutely. But there's something different about when there is a love spell on a person. Your confusion and your confliction is real. You sleep uneasy. You can't sleep with this person. Like, no matter what you do, it's not the same. It's just not the same. But we'll talk about more about that after this commercial break.
Mike Zorek, a three-time California state champion in Greco-Roman wrestling at 114 pounds. Mike, blind since birth, was born in Hartford, Connecticut. He was a six-time national placer, including 2 seconds, 2/3, and 2/4. He also won the Veterans Folk-Style Wrestling twice at 152 pounds. In all these tournaments, he was the only blind competitor. Nancy Zorek, a creative spirit whose talents have taken her to the stage and into galleries and exhibitions in several states. Her father, a commercial artist who shared his instruments with his daughter and helped her fine-tune her natural abilities, influenced her decision to follow in his footsteps. Ms. Zorek has enjoyed a fruitful career doing what she loves. Listen Saturday mornings at 12 Eastern for the Nancy and Mike Show for heartwarming stories and interesting talk on the BBM Global Network.
Are you struggling to care for elderly parents or a spouse? Do you wonder if being a caregiver is making you sick? Are you worried about taking time off work to care for elderly parents and balance work, life, and caregiving? Has caregiving become exhausting and emotionally draining? Are you an aging adult who wants to remain independent, but you're not sure how? I'm Pamela D. Wilson. Join me for the Caring Generation radio show for caregivers and aging adults, Wednesday evenings, 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, and 9 Eastern, where I answer these questions and share tips for managing stress, family relationships, health, well-being, and more. Podcasts and transcripts of The Caring Generation are on my website, PamelaDWilson.com, plus my caregiving library, online caregiver support programs, and programs for corporations interested in supporting working caregivers. Help, hope, and support for caregivers is here on The Caring Generation and PamelaDWilson.com.
Welcome back. And this is Brooklyn born, Newark raised. I am your host, Ms.Q. And today we are talking about love spells. The reason why I decided to talk about all these things is because of how much I've had readings on them. I have done so many readings on people where there is magic being done on their person or themselves. I've been reading for a very long time. I have never seen this much of magic play in my life. The magic play is real. Why do we decide to do this? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I understand that some people, from my understanding, they don't want to lose that person, or they want to be with that person, or they feel that they are the ones for them. But again, the ramifications of playing with such magic that you don't know about is going to get you in trouble. Again, everybody want to play in the graveyard until it's time to lay in the graveyard. And you don't understand that things that you could be doing can actually hurt you. Humans can't see what you're doing, but spirit sees you. Your own spiritual team sees you. I have came across a couple of people where the practitioners was warned not to do that. And they didn't listen to their spiritual team. When someone comes to me about anything of such of that nature, I always ask, like, what's going on? I'm not going to do a love spell for you. Don't ask me. What I will do is give you an attraction spell, attraction oil, bring love to you, open your heart chakras. If you have somebody with a love spell on them, if it's truly a love spell, I'm going to remove it off that person. And then you're going to sit back and let the creator do what it do. Because again, once the love spell is removed, whoever that person wants to be with, they're going to go to. That's it. They're not going to think about the person that is doing the love spell. As a matter of fact, while y'all in that relationship, again, you know in your heart that this person is really not with you naturally. It's all fun and games to mess with people's energy until they find out what you're doing. Now the person is mad at you. Now they're angry. Now they're ready to fight you. They're ready to hurt you because either they feel like they lost someone that they were supposed to be with. And again, I get all these people that are reading for it and was like, oh, screw that. Let the love spell stay on them. That's what they get. They shouldn't have cheated. Absolutely. I understand that wholeheartedly. I get it. But if you truly love that person, if you truly want the best for that person, then you should give them some grace. Because again, nobody goes out to believe they're going to be manipulated energy wise, manipulation with their mouths, with sex magic, just all that stuff. That's not a common thing that you go outside to do. Whether they cheated or not, I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not saying you have to take them back. I'm not saying you have to forgive them. But I will say that give them some grace to know that that's not them. These spells that I have been seeing that has been put on people has been so strong, and they're strong not because of the practitioner but because of the intent. Some people are really in their heads that this is what they supposed to do, that this is okay to do it. And again, I don't knock people that do love spells. If that's what you do in your business, that's what you do. Me personally, I just don't believe in that. If that person wants to be with that person, they're going to be. If you want to actually help that person be with that person because they were overtaken by a love spell, then move the love spell off the person and let everything else happen naturally. So they can no longer be in fog. They can no longer be in confusion. They can rest easy. They can really use their discernment, their own natural discernment of what's going on. There will be no more fog. Be no more shadows over the eyes. There will no be more be rose colored glasses. That's the word. Rose colored glasses. That's what I like to call it. Because when you look at it through that eyes, you don't see what you're supposed to see. You see unnaturally. You see something you feel that's not right, but you can't explain it. So you go with the flow. But when those rose colored glasses are removed, when those blockages are removed, then that person not only feels like shit, that person feels like they were really, they're hurt, they're upset, they don't understand it, they're confused. I have watched someone cry to me profusely because they don't remember anything that they did to their person. Anything. They didn't remember anything. And the person was saying, "Oh, I don't believe them. They know what they was doing." No, they didn't, sweetheart. They had no idea. That was not them. That was not of their sound mind. That was not of their choice. They were energy manipulated. They were played with in the spiritual realm. And let me tell you something, spiritual realm ain't no joke. It will overtake you. Why do you think so many people are doing things wrong? Because the devil is shaped in many forms. He just don't come to you because you're making a deal with him. He comes to you off your desires. That's why it's so easy for people to go astray. He comes to you when you know all you care about is money. He comes to you when all you care about is sex. He comes to you when all you care about is stepping on everybody to get you ahead. So yeah, now you're dancing with the devil. But people don't understand when you do that, best believe the devil is not your friend. He's going to turn on you too. You're actually a pawn. You actually just gave your soul away to do something crooked and malice. Out of what? Money? You're not going to prosper that way. And now you're wondering why your business not going right, or why you're losing money, or things happening to you back to back to back. It's called karma. Nobody has to do anything to you. Like I said, humans may not see you, but spirit and the creator is watching you. They're watching everything you do. Some people don't even realize that your spirit team will move away from you. They won't stand by your side while you're doing crooked shit. That doesn't go like that. I don't even know who believes that goes like that, but I'm noticing it's a lot of people that believe that they have this gift and now they got this spirit team and this spirit team is going to help them do crooked shit. It don't work like that. It won't. It might work for a little while, but I promise you the disdain they will have for you, the lack of respect that you would lose in the spiritual realm is no joke. You don't want to be not protected, especially if you have a gift. You want to be protected at all times. There are empaths that's feeling this energy heavy. They're going places and they telling me, Ms.Q, I don't like to be there. I don't know what it is. I am annoyed. That's because the devil is busy and it's messing with empaths and it's messing with special people because I'm noticing everyone's that's using the spells are using it on special people that has a calling over their life, people that has a purpose. It might be a small purpose, but there nonetheless it's a purpose. And you over here sprinkling whatever, lighting a candle with your intent that this person be with you forever and ever, and they don't love you. I'm going to make you love. I'm going to make you be with me. You confused? Don't be confused. Let me light this candle. What, we having an argument? Don't. I'm going to light this candle. I'm going to sprinkle this dust. I'm going to do this. Whatever you do, you eventually are going to suffer. And I really believe this is all happening for those of us who just starting on our path, or those of us who've been on this journey for a while to really pay attention to what's going on, to really understand the clientele that we are getting over here. I don't want to read another reading about a love spell. I just don't. It's really annoying. I don't want to do another reading about somebody conflicted and I have to tell them, who is this person? What did you do? What did you drink? And they were like, you're right. Oh my God. After this, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm removing it. Now they crying. And that other person, they don't want to take them back. They just, see the bigger picture. So I'm going to say to all those who feel like they are going through this, you may well be. You need to go to somebody you trust. If you don't feel like that I am that energy that you want that attracts you to talk, there are really good people out there that you can go to because something ain't right. You feel it in your soul, you feel it in your spirit, and those who know. And I don't care what you do to an empath, you might knock them down for a little while. You might knock a warlock down for a little while. You might knock a witch down. Uh, uh, Whatever they call themselves, they're gonna be upset for a little while. They're gonna be off their path for a little while. But the Creator didn't bring them here for you to play in their energy. They have a job to do, honey. They are supposed to learn something with that partner. They are supposed to do things with their partner. Again, if they have a soul contract, you are in trouble because again, now you are bringing yourself in between this contract that was assigned to this couple. Please believe me, you are going to get what's coming to you. It might not be today, baby. It might not be tomorrow, but I have seen it with my own eyes, the ramifications. It's not fun. These people are changing identities right in front of your eyes. There are people out there that one minute have brown eyes and now they have black eyes. Pay attention to the people around you, guys. Pay attention to what you're feeling. If you and your spouse or you and your partner is having problems out of the blue and you know you've been out there sneaking around in these streets, you better pay attention to who you're sneaking around in these streets for. A person that is not there for you won't be there for you. They are going to manipulate you. And unfortunately, more than not, there is spiritual things going on in the background. I can't tell you why. All I know is those who know, it's time for us to say something. I don't want to read it. I look at so many readings sometimes, and all you hear the comments of the people saying, why are you connected to so much negative? Why every time I come on is negative? You think we want to read negative? Absolutely not. Do you think we want to connect to that shit? Absolutely not. We want a kumbaya reading. We want a happy reading. But sometimes it's just not like that because there's other people out here manipulating things they have no idea what they're doing. And again, you're opening portals that you don't even know how to close. Now you sitting up there throwing a rock and hiding your hand, and we see you. The people you're doing it to may not see you, but eventually they will. It's designed that way. It's not designed to hold. You can't use a love spell to bring somebody back that don't want to be there. It's not going to last. You are going to cause confusion and harm. You are going to cause a lot of disdain in the spiritual world. So be careful. Everybody needs to be careful. Everybody needs to pay attention to what's going on around you in your relationship. You need to communicate and you need to be mindful that you might step into cheating and you're going to be sorry because that person don't got it all up there. That person is dying to be with somebody and you happen to be it. But we'll discuss it more when we come back at the next commercial break.
Dr. RC will share extraordinary resources and services that promote educational success as well as making a difference in the lives of all social workers as well as the lives of children, adolescents, and teens of today. She will have open discussions addressing many of the issues that we face about our youth and how being employed in the uniquely skilled profession of social work for over 18 years has taught invaluable lessons through her personal experiences. She will also provide real-life facts, examples, and personal stories that will confirm that why serving as a child advocate is extremely beneficial when addressing the needs of the whole child. Listen live to Dare to Soar, Saturdays 10 a.m. Eastern on the BBM Global Network and TuneIn Radio as Dr. RC will provide thought-provoking information that will empower, encourage, and strengthen students, families, and communities across our nation. You can also visit her at soarwithkatie.com. Author, radio show host, and coach John M. Hawkins reveals strategies to help gain perspective, build confidence, find clarity, achieve goals. John M. Hawkins' new book, Coached to Greatness, Unlock Your Full Potential with Limitless Growth, published by iUniverse. Hawkins reveals strategies to help readers accomplish more. He believes the book can coach them to greatness. Hawkins says that the best athletes get to the top of their sport with the help of coaches, mentors, and others. He shares guidance that helps readers reflect on what motivates them. Rediscover and assess their core values, philosophies, and competencies. Find settings that allow them to be the most productive and track their progress towards accomplishing goals. Listen to John Hawkins' My Strategy, Saturdays, 1 p.m. Eastern on the BBM Global Network and TuneIn Radio.
Welcome back to Brooklyn Born, Newark Raised. I am your host, Ms.Q, and today we are talking about love spells and the dangers of it. As I was saying before the break, there are practitioners out there who are really good, and there are practitioners out there who they need to be shot, period. Like, I don't even know what you believe you're supposed to be doing when you're manipulating people's energy. You're not even asking your spirit team. Screw the humans, because humans gonna lie, right? They want what they want. And if they come into you to bring back a person who they say belongs to them, eventually you're supposed to sit there and go, okay, let me do some investigation. Me as a medium, I'm not believing anything you're saying. I'm sorry. Humans lie too damn much. It is what it is. You can say whatever you want, but it is. It's self-preservation out in here. And you're not going to come to me and just tell me anything. I have called out many of people and absolutely not. You might as well get off the phone. You found the wrong person. I'm not doing that because the spirit says this, this, and this. I've actually had a person tell me that someone had put a love spell on their husband to break them apart. And when I talked to my team, they said, no, she did it. The problem is their family removed it. Now, she's mad. Why are you mad? You know what you did. You really think I'm real. You can't come to me with no lie. You know how many times I look at people right in the face and watch them lie to me? Sometimes I say something, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes some people ain't even worth saying anything to because you know they're going to keep lying. I have had people actually get their their thoughts doubted. Like I know mediums who just starting out in this journey, and the person is so manipulative, they really question what they hear and see. Don't do that, sweetheart. You know what you see, you know what you hear, and you know what you feel. And once you know, you can't unknow. I don't care what nobody tells you. If your spirit tell you that they lying, I don't care. No, no, it's not like that. I promise you they are lying. Take the time to use your discernment. This is why we have a spiritual team. This gift is not ours. We are a vessel. Do not make up shit. Do not ad lib. Do not do. My spirits don't play that. I'm talking to a client. If I throw one word wrong, Spirit said, that's not what I said. Say what I said, because I said what I said. Like, don't sugarcoat it. If they curse, I curse. That's what they said. If somebody comes visit me, a grandmother, a grandfather, and you ain't doing right, and they got a message to tell you ain't doing right, I'm going to say it just like they said it. So you know how real I am, because you know what that person was. I see so many times that people tell me they went to somebody and they said little bits and pieces. Again, people, use your discernment. You know what's right. Anybody can figure out your color, fix your vibe, tell you that, yeah, you don't like people and all that. It's your energy that throws that off. But when you with somebody, if you with a medium or you with a psychic, however you want to call them, make sure they say something specific, okay? That you know they are connecting really to what they're connecting to. Okay, a medium is supposed to know things that only you and a person knows. That's one of our gifts. Like we are connected to the other realm. We are connected to the other side. Not everybody speaks to the dead, but there are some very intuitive mediums that know that what they know. Don't let that person talk you out of it for money. Do times get hard? I'm very sure a lot of us have second jobs to complement our income. Do that. Don't just take whatever because of what someone said. Because guess what? Now you're in danger because you're doing something unholy. You're doing something unhealthy. And again, I've had talked to many of practitioners that told me, well, they do a love spell because they can see that they're supposed to get together. I get that. But what makes you, who gives you the right to do that? Won't you do a spell that says, you know what? I'm going to block that person's heart chakra. I am going to help them go into their shadow work so they can heal themselves so y'all can meet. How about you do a spell that they bump into each other at a party? Let the creator do a refs because again, if it's meant to be, it's going to be. There's nothing you have to do. You don't have to do anything extra. Nothing. Not a damn thing. You ain't got all you gotta do is move their path. How about unblock their path? Maybe it's some things that each of them needs to work on, and it ain't time yet for them to meet. Maybe they bump into them that one time and you meet them and then years later you bump back. But again, that's all divine timing. You cannot mess with divine timing. You can't mess with something that's supposed to be. You don't have that kind of power. And for humans to believe that we're that powerful, and I'm strong, I am a strong witch. I will do a lot of things. I can do a lot of things, but I do know that just like anyone, I can be overtaken. The devil can come to me just as fast. I can get stuff attached to me. I can get all kind of demons attached to me just as easily as anyone else. I am not immune to this. I'm not. I'm human. I am the vessel. They speak through me. I don't speak through them. That's not how this shit works. If that's the case, I would not be on here. I'd be living in some luxury hotel somewhere, not thinking about people. But that's not my assignment. My assignment is to help. So I'm going to tell any of you that if you feel that something is not right in your relationship, if you feel like your partner has stepped out and something ain't right, pray over your marriage, pray over your relationship. Psalms 91 is a powerful prayer. Use it. Use it. There's a lot of Psalms out there that's there for our help. Before I do anything, before I do any cleansing, I ask my spiritual team, what Psalms am I going to use for this? 57. Okay, I'm going to use that. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to set my intent, and I'm going to make sure this person is okay. And then y'all meet the way y'all supposed to meet. Now I'm going to clear your heart chakras, and I'm going to make sure that you do the work. You need to do the work on yourselves. No one can love you if you don't love yourself. What you think that's going to do? Now you're not showing them how to love you. You're showing them how to hate you. You're showing them how to disrespect you. You're showing them how to have disdain for you. You're not showing them how to love you. You're not showing them how to respect you. You're not showing them that you are the one. You're just showing them other crap. Get yourself together first. Go do the shadow work. Heal yourself. It's a lot of us that's in that era that a lot of things was done to us, whether it's in childhood, teenage, or adulthood. A lot of things we have all been through shit. You don't see what's going on in this world? All of us have some kind of baggage. But it is up to you to take care of that baggage. It's up to you to grow from that. What have you learned from those past experiences? What have you learned from those things that set you apart from people? When I was growing up, I got molested. I suffered from childhood molestation. I suffered from domestic violence. I didn't put that shit on nobody. I worked on me. I knew that was going to be a hard journey. One, I had to forgive myself. I had to forgive others. And then I had to start working on the things that was in my head, the things that I kept dreaming about, the torture you feel mentally. Then, of course, there is the things that we blame ourselves for over and over again. We don't believe that we supposed to have love. We don't believe that we deserve love because of all the things. You got to work on all that. And when you work on that, I promise you, love is going to come naturally to you. You don't need no spell, honey. It's going to come naturally to you. That right person who has also worked on themselves. And don't get me wrong, there's some karmics along the way. You meet that haven't done shit for themselves. How they coming to you all broken. They coming to you all messed up with childhood trauma, mama issues, daddy issues, abandonment issues, all kind of issues. Whatever issue it is, it's all out there. And it's up to you to either try to elevate them. But if they're not on that path yet, if they're not ready, if they're not healed, honey, they're not going to elevate with you. They're not going to be the person you need them to be because they haven't put in the work. You can't do the work for them. And quite honestly, if you want somebody to love you that bad, ain't nothing greater than your love. Get a relationship with your creator. Get your soul settled. Make sure that everything in your heart is right. So this way you can communicate with all honesty, with trust, with love, that you know how to fight fair in an argument. I see so many couples, they don't know how to fight fair in an argument. Now you tearing me down, but you're supposed to love me. That's not how this works. You're supposed to make sure that the person you love, when you talk to them, even if they did shit wrong, you talk to them out of respect and love. You make sure that they understand where you're coming from. You're not trying to make them do what you want to do. Lord knows I'm bossy. I'm a Leo all day. But it's certain things that I just don't want to do. I'm not going to break you down. Uh, You don't mess with me, I ain't gonna mess with you. Now, do I have a tongue that'll slit your throat? Absolutely. Do I have a tongue that make you think all night long? Absolutely. But everything I don't choose to do. I choose my battles, and everything is not a battle. Just because a war is presented to you doesn't mean that you have to step into the fight. If it's not your fight and you know you got your own mental shit going on, you know your heart chakra is blocked, you know that last relationship threw you for a doozy and you're not ready for another one, but you can't be alone, honey, you need to work on yourself. If you jumping from one relationship to another relationship, you need to work on yourself. Sometimes we need time by ourselves. We need time so that we can see ourselves grow. I love me time. I don't mind going out by myself. I don't need nobody to go out with. I don't mind going out by myself, have a drink, go get my nails done. I can't wait to go get them done tonight because they broken. It's so many things that you can do. Love on yourself. Me is important. Nobody's going to love me like me. So therefore, this way, if I love me the way I want to be loved, somebody's going to see that and love me the same. It's just the natural order of things. So when you go out there and you go into somebody and you know how to do a love spell, because oh, you're gonna love me, you ain't winning. Because that person, if they're not healed, their soul is gonna go where it needs to go. No matter what you do, no matter how much you manipulate the energy, their soul is going to get right with them. Their soul is going to lead them on their path. Don't let them be no empath. You in trouble. Don't let them be no light worker or starseed. You're in trouble. Because eventually the journey is going to take them where the journey takes them. They're going to wake up. They have a team too. You're not the only one with a spiritual team. Each and every one of us have some kind of guide watching over us, protecting us. You got to know who they are. If you know who they are, then talk to them. Create your altar. Start understanding. Some of us can't do therapy. Some of us therapy is not working for us. Then try to, there's so many different things out there that you can do to help yourself to create love, abundance of love. But it starts with you. It starts within you. Everything starts with you. You are the creator. You are the master of your destiny. You are the captain of your own ship. You want love. You want to be loved properly. Then love yourself properly. Stop being so hard on yourself. Give yourself grace. Give yourself favor. Hug yourself. Love on yourself. Say, damn it, today is my day. Everybody want to be right, but I got kids. I'm busy. I get it. I was a single mother for years. That shit ain't easy. But one thing I know, if mama ain't right, your kids ain't right. If you're a single dad, if daddy ain't right, your kids ain't right. They look up to you. That's energy. Don't let you be a mother. That child came out of you. You think that child don't feel what you're going through? So you got to work on yourself. You got to love yourself. So this way now you're teaching your children how to love themselves because they know that you didn't take it. You worked on yourself. You know you got issues. You did the work. You showing your children how to do work. And that's how we break generational curses because we see the things that we're supposed to do. We don't mimic what happened in the past because a lot of things that happened in the past wasn't good and it wasn't wrong because a lot of this is okay, but it could be done just a little bit differently. I am asking each and one of you to at least use your discernment and love on yourself because there's nothing like it. The feeling of loving on yourself is grand, and you will never go a wrong way. You will never go awry if you love yourself. But right now, we have to go to another commercial break, and I'll see you after these messages.
Mike Zorek, a three-time California state champion in Greco-Roman wrestling at 114 pounds. Mike, blind since birth, was born in Hartford, Connecticut. He was a six-time national placer, including 2 seconds, 2/3, and 2/4. He also won the Veterans Folk-Style Wrestling twice at 152 pounds. In all these tournaments, he was the only blind competitor. Nancy Zorek, a creative spirit whose talents have taken her to the stage and into galleries and exhibitions in several states. Her father, a commercial artist who shared his instruments with his daughter and helped her fine-tune her natural abilities, influenced her decision to follow in his footsteps. Ms. Zorek has enjoyed a fruitful career, doing what she loves. Listen Saturday mornings at 12 Eastern for the Nancy and Mike Show for heartwarming stories and interesting talk on the BBM Global Network.
Are you struggling to care for elderly parents or a spouse? Do you wonder if being a caregiver is making you sick? Are you worried about taking time off work to care for elderly parents and balance work, life, and caregiving? Has caregiving become exhausting and emotionally draining? Are you an aging adult who wants to remain independent, but you're not sure how? I'm Pamela D. Wilson. Join me for the Caring Generation radio show for caregivers and aging adults, Wednesday evenings, 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, and 9 Eastern, where I answer these questions and share tips for managing stress, family relationships, health, well-being, and more. Podcasts and transcripts of the Caring Generation are on my website, PamelaDWilson.com, plus my caregiving library, online caregiver support programs, and programs for corporations interested in supporting working caregivers. Help, hope, and support for caregivers is here on the Caring Generation and PamelaDWilson.com.
Hello, and welcome back to Brooklyn Born, Newark Raised. My name is Ms.Q. I'm your host, and today we are talking about love spells and the bad juju you can get from it. The reason why I wanted to talk about this and the different spells that I have been breaking off of people, because it's just too much. Even when growing up and my family did what they did it in secret. You know why it was a secret? Because they knew, those older ancestors knew, that people will take advantage of certain things. I don't believe in putting everything on social media or things like that. Some people do, and that's absolutely fine. And certain things you can put on there. But there are certain things I believe that are sacred. I'm not about to tell you how to do certain things because that's just not how I was raised. The way I was raised, the things that I know how to do stays right here. Only person that's going to learn it is either my offspring who wants to do it or someone in my family, because it's generational here. Everyone, mostly women in my family, have some kind of gift on my father's side. Just generations and generations. And that's how we keep it, because we believe in respecting it. We believe in the power that it holds, the gift that we have. We honor it. We know it's not ours. We know that this gift has been bestowed upon us for a reason. But there are so many people out here that is taking that lightly, that forgets that we are vessels. We're not God, period. We're not the creator. We're not Ifa. We're not the deities that we pray to. We're not. We are human. We are here in this human life. And some of us have been bestowed a gift, extra energy, extra intuition, because all of us have intuition. Now, because you don't use it or don't tap into it, that don't mean you don't have it. We all know when something is not right. And one thing about your soul knows what it came here to do. Your soul knows who they supposed to meet. You might not know. That's why when you meet somebody, it feels so familiar. You know why? Because that's your soul doing that. That's your soul telling you. You look in that person's eyes and you like, oh my God, I know you. I don't know why I know you, but I do. And that's just not in a love relationship. It's your soul tribe. Every person that I have met that is supposed to be in my soul tribe, I feel it. I know it. I can feel them. We complement each other in our work. We complement in each other what we do and our beliefs. And maybe some of our beliefs is a little different, but not too much. We still believe in respect for it. We still believe that there is some things you just not supposed to do. And yes, I do teach how to protect yourselves, but I'm sorry I'm not giving you my grandma's secret how to remove shit real fast. Because some people are going to take that and they're going to flip it. And now you got somebody out there using something that you learned and how to, and you respect it, and they're using it to attack people. You are messing with religions that you're not spiritually ordained in. You have not even got blessed in this religion, whatever you're practicing. You are using or calling on deities that you know nothing about. Respect it. If you're going to do it, at least respect it. use your discernment. I am annoyed. If I clean one more person because something's stupid, I'm going to scream. It's annoying after a while. It is really distasteful. And I have no respect for any of you that do that without even thinking about what you're doing. Again, there are people that do love spells and they do it in their highest discernment. They do it with care. I'm not talking about those. I'm not talking about those that use magic within the respect of their realms of whatever they know how to do. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about people who understand that there's levels to this shit. And if you ain't on that level, get off of it. That I don't know how to do that. I'm going to step away. If I don't know how to do something, I'm going to learn. I'm going to look back. I'm going to research for myself because I have things that I'm going to research with. I ain't going to go to Google. There are some books you can find that really have some real traditions behind what you're doing, that really has some real sight and intel on what you're doing. Go find those things. Go figure out where those things are. So this way you can be where you need to be. Loving yourself is something that we should all do. You don't want to make anybody love you. You don't want to ever feel that fog. If anybody out here feels that your spouse or your significant other or even yourself are going through these things, again, I do free consultations, 15 minutes, and we can do that because not all the time it's spells. But unfortunately, I have done 10 clients yesterday, and only one of them didn't have some kind of spell magic. That is ridiculous. That is more than normal. That is just I just want to know who's sitting back there and say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do for that person, and I'm going to mess up, and I'm just mess up the energy. It's okay because look what they're paying me. It's not okay. It really isn't okay. Like I really need you to understand that the ones that's like me, we know. And once you know, you can't unknow. You can say whatever you want, you can do whatever you want. But real spiritualists know that we don't want to tap into that energy. Sometimes we don't even want to help. But if our spirit team say we have to, we do it because we're obedient. We have faith in what we can do. And again, we respect it. At least do that. We're going to our last commercial break. And I'll talk about when we come back how you can reach out to me. See you soon. So they telling me this is the end of the show. So my apologies. I get so into this, I don't even realize the time. It goes so fast. So I will tell you guys, if you're looking to reach out to me or if you're looking to reach out to for a free consultation, you can always call into the show and we could do it here. Or you can reach out to me on my phone number at 839-232-9339. You can go onto my website and do the contact page at intuitivewisdom.com, or you can email me at Ms.Q at intuitivewisdom.com. I am wishing everybody a peaceful, blessed rest of your week. I want you guys to stay vigilant, pay attention, pray over your loved ones, and understand that there are people out in the world that might be not so good as you. Pay attention in these streets because the spiritual realm is going a little bit too crazy and we all have to protect ourselves. Let me tell y'all something real quick. It's nothing like cinnamon. Boil some cinnamon in your home along with some mugworts and get that energy clear for your relationship, okay? Use some peppermint. You can add peppermint for it. You can add lavender. You can take a spiritual bath. There's so many things you can do to help yourself without doing something as harsh as messing with somebody's energy. I am thanking everyone for joining me this week, and I will see you guys next week. Until the next time, peace and blessings. Ashe. Bye bye now.
This has been Brooklyn Born, Newark Raised with your host, Reiki healer, spiritual life coach, and guide for light workers, Ms. Q. Tune in each week for enlightening dialogues that ignite personal growth and spiritual awareness. Thursdays, 2 p.m. Eastern on the Bold Brave TV network. powered by B2 Studios.